Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a good week. It's Tuesday as I'm recording this, and over the course of the next week, you all will be meeting in small groups to present on your paper topics. And I wanted to take a few minutes to reiterate what I've touched on in class and what was touched on in Friday's class in particular, so that as you're planning for your presentation, you can bear some of these things in mind. First and foremost, while of course you're expected to be prepared and to know where you're going and what you want to say and have thought through aspects of where your paper is going so that it can be a meaningful exploration of mindfulness for yourself in preparing it and for your classmates and listening to it and sharing their thoughts and ideas, it's meant to be very comfortable, very conversational. You certainly can bring in a piece of paper if you want, but I encourage you not to read something. Know where you're going. It's sort of logical. Have a page with bullet points to refresh you along the way, or have something to look to that's more comprehensive. It's up to you. But the point I'm sharing is that you're being graded on the attentiveness and care you bring to the process, not on whether or not what you present is perfect or if your presentation style is perfect. Use it as an opportunity to get a little bit more of these, you know, experiences of presenting and maybe talking without having a whole bunch of notes or being able to look down and get the sense of what you want to talk about. Get more experience of that for sure. But I want you to know that it really is designed to have you think through your paper and where it's going now that you're pretty much ready to, if you haven't already begun to write, so that it will help you with the writing process, help you with your structure, and very importantly, allow you to catch holes because as you're thinking through what you're going to explain, you realize what might not be so clear, and you receive input from your classmates on what they think in response to questions you ask them because their input can be very, very helpful. So getting to and really just spending the next couple of minutes with the nuts and bolts of the presentation. One, you're going to introduce yourself. You'll then introduce your paper topic. You'll then share with the reader, these are my suggestions, you'll share with the reader why it is that you've chosen to write about the topic that you chose to write about. You'll then tell the reader a little bit about where your paper is going, what you plan to address, and you'll begin to address it by talking about what mindfulness is and the practice of mindfulness, and then what mindfulness practice you're going to share with the reader and what settling technique you're going to share with the reader, and then a little bit about how it is that practicing mindfulness in your experience and from what you understand can be helpful in the area that you're writing about, whatever that area might be. You then may close with talking about how you will share some tips based on your own experience, the challenges of practice, and things that a reader might want to bear in mind so they can learn lessons from you and make their journey a little bit easier or more readily understood. And then close, however you might close in terms of the relevance and importance of this to one's life as a law student or a lawyer or their life outside of the study and practice of law. And that's it. So you're just giving us a little bit of a look ahead at where your paper is going. And you will be, and I encourage you to think about questions you might have and to, as part of your presentation, as it ends, say, and by the way, I'm also interested in your thoughts on this or that. And then when you finish, 5 minutes, so I wouldn't have it be much less than 4, but it could be 4 minutes, and I wouldn't have it be much more than 6, though it could be as much as 6 minutes. But if it goes beyond 6, or if it looks like it is, I'll give you the sign to wind down. And if you don't take as long as you could, that's up to you. And then after you finish presenting, And after your classmates ask a question and or respond to your question, then we'll move on to the next person, and then the next person and the next person, and we'll do this comfortably in the span of an hour. So I look forward to seeing you. I want you to I encourage you to see this as a nice opportunity to learn what your classmates are up to and to share with them, and to deepen your own understanding of, and in some ways solidifying your organization and plan for your paper. All right, with that, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the coming days, both in class and as you all are presenting.